Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends, episode 58 for the week of June 26th, 2018. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. We come to you each and every Tuesday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news you could possibly need. This week, a new PS4 bundle is announced, PlayStation Now may be getting a much requested update, and Telltale Games announces their retirement of their engine. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Of course, we couldn't bring you all the weekly goods without Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Since he's the one that puts all the news together, so we really couldn't do it without him. And the Brooklyn bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up, what up, what up?
So what you boys, what you been doing this past week and a half? I feel like it's been a million years since we recorded, even though it's literally been a week.
It does feel long, right? I had to compile in my head what has happened since. But
Nothing much.
Yeah. Well, actually, something big. If you've been following a year-long epic that is my broadcast PlayStation 4, and I finally got it back from repair, and I've been playing it for a week now, and have not yet heard a beeping noise. So I think it's fixed. I think all my PlayStation 4 console issues are done.
But have you played Black Ops 3 yet?
Never. I didn't put the disc in, and because it's PlayStation Plus. So I will never.
Because I swear to God, it was that Black Ops 3 disc. So now that you have it on Plus,
yeah, that was the irony. That I finally get it back. But yeah, besides that, I actually, funny enough, was playing some of that Black Ops 3, trying out the new modes because I really wanted to go in and see if the whack ass DLC maps for the pre-ordering of Black Ops 4, if those were actually 0% in the lobby, or if that was just like a picture
Wait,
being thrown around.
Pre-order the PS?
No, I just wanted to see if that lobby, that playlist,
okay,
was 0%, the one where you needed to pre-order the Black Ops 4 for those
yes,
who
it
know,
is.
to get Black Ops 3 maps, and it is 0%, and like that is just still wild how they thought that was a good idea.
it's like just release them for free. Like what the hell? Like
It would have been probably 2 years ago.
But I just don't understand. Like instead of giving the game for free on Plus, just give the map pack on Plus. Because whoever is going to play Black Ops 3 already has Black Ops 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they had to think of some incentive for
Not true.
to pre-orders.
Not true, dude. I told you guys when I was trying it out. Those PS Plus noobs, man, I'll tell you, they're better than Christmas noobs.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember you saying that last week. So, Miguel, you've been playing another game that I could have sworn you would have hated, and you've been really digging it. So, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I guess. It's not on the PS4 yet. I think it's coming, right? I think they announced it's coming.
I have no idea if it's coming to console or not.
What game are we talking about?
Realm Royale on Steam.
So, Realm Royale, it's the maker of Paladins, Hyro Studios. It's their take on the Battle Royale genre. It's actually kind of fun, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit different than, like, Fortnite and PUBG. Like, it's in the sense that you still drop from a plane.
And shotguns are not bullshit, so there you go.
Yeah, you still drop from, it's like a blimp. But you have, like, horse mounts that you can summon at any time to, like, move faster around the map. And there's different classes, so you have different abilities, and you can craft armor at a forge where, like, so you find guns around the map, and then you can dismantle them for shards that you bring to the forge, and you craft guns out of that. So it's very interesting how different it is while still being kind of the same principle. So I'm glad they at least did something different with it, because it's like H1Z1, Fortnite, and PUBG are all like the same thing except for the building in Fortnite.
The classes make it different every time you play. If you use like separate, because there's 5 in total, different. What are they, like heroes or whatever they want? I don't know what they call.
Yeah, they're just classes. There's a warrior, an engineer, an assassin, a mage, and then I don't remember the last one.
Hunter.
So now
Hunter. Yep.
Does this have a controller support? Or
yeah, there is.
Okay, and that feels good because that was an issue back with PUBG.
I haven't played on the controller. I'm not even gonna try.
PC, I'm just doing WASD.
Yeah, I mean,
the only games on PC I would play with a controller would be like State of Decay,
or any third-person game. I feel like has to be played with a controller.
No,
or I guess no, what your guys third-person game.
Come on, bro.
Third person, like single player action
Oh,
adventure
okay,
games.
okay.
You know,
There
that
we
type
go.
of,
You
yeah,
clarify it.
Like
Alright.
hypothetically, if God of War was a PC game, I would have to
yeah.
play it with a controller.
That would be. Imagine playing God of War with WASD, mouse and keyboard. That'd be so
dumb.
weird. I bet.
probably would
you
work,
could do
bro.
that.
I mean-
Like when Dante's Inferno was on. I'm pretty sure that was on PC. Either way. But yeah, other new games. I mean, Realm Royale. You guys have been trying out. I'm still playing Destiny. You know, here and there. Iron Banner.
I got Mario Tennis Aces for Switch. I had a lot of fun with it. I know some people are upset there's not a lot of customization in it. I'm kind of okay with that because that's the kind of game I just want to jump in and play, and I don't want to have to worry about putting 100 hours into unlocking everything. Like Mario Kart is one thing because like Mario Kart kind of transcends all those kind of games where you put it 100 hours without realizing it. But Mario Tennis, I just want to jump in. If I'm doing online tournaments, I just want to play my tournaments. You unlock the courts. The single player, it's I mean, I didn't get it for the single player, so I'm not that upset. But anyone looking for that game for the single player, be warned, it's kind of okay to not great.
Well, you're saying not lack of customization isn't a major issue that you can't like choose your court or something? No. Or like,
I don't think you could choose the
stage?
court. There's only a handful of courts that you unlock, but like you can't customize your racket or anything, and there's no cosmetic customization.
Okay.
Which it doesn't bother me at all, but I know some people they did want that. So it's just if you were looking to get Mario Tennis Aces, just be aware of that.
Yeah, interesting because they did go
If
heavy.
you're gonna
with
get
that
it, it's for
in
the
Mario Kart.
online, pretty much.
What was that, Jeff?
They did go heavy with that in Mario Kart. So.
Yeah,
With
so
the
they did not
customization.
follow the same kind of formula as they did with Mario Kart. So just be warned. But if the gameplay is so solid that you can play it just for the gameplay and it's great, but just be warned, if you were looking for that extra stuff, it's not really there.
Mm-hmm.
But the online tournaments are awesome though.
Two more games real quick. I know this one is coming to the PS4. I don't know when, but Hunt Showdown. That game is freaky, amazing, and
It's like, so Miguel and I played
scary.
this. I think
I guess
yesterday.
I don't know what. Yeah, we played one match because your
It's-
laptop took a shit.
It's no, I had to finish installing a driver because I never installed all the drivers, so I had to do all that stupid shit because PC gaming.
Fucking drivers.
But that game is so cool. It's so atmospheric and like there's just shit everywhere that can kill you, and like you have to sneak around a bunch of shit to like.
Fucking dogs kill those, dude. Some dogs, dude.
So
the
jump
principle
back
of the
to
game.
Hunt Showdown. Yeah, what genre? What are we talking here?
Okay, so the principle of the game is I think
Go
it's
ahead.
3 teams of 2, or you can do it
It's 10
solo, but
players
it's a bad
total.
idea. Okay, so
So
it's
it's
5 teams of 2. 5 teams of 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was only 3. So there's
If you're playing
you get a
indoors.
contract, and there's this main monster that you're hunting. Everyone is hunting that monster. So you can find clues around the map to narrow down on the map where
There's
the monster
actually
is.
more. If you get a contract, it's 2.
Yeah, it
There's a
depends on the
main
contract.
guy and then the contract.
Right. So all the players in the session are hunting this one. Let's just say it's one, just so it's easier
Just
to explain.
random spawns so you don't like fly in or
so you
whatever.
have to hunt it down. So if you and your teammate are the ones that kill the monster, it's not necessarily a guarantee that you win. You still have. So when you kill the monster, then you have to do what's called the banishing phase, which you have to like purify it, or I don't know what the in-game lore is for it yet. But that takes a while. Like that takes a bit.
takes
So you
like
have to.
like 2 minutes or a minute
Yeah, so
and
you
a
have
half
to
or something
hold
like that.
down your spot, and everyone on the map can see where you are. So you have to hold down your spot and kind of defend from people attacking you. And then once that's done, then you have to exit the map, so people can still kill you.
Yeah.
Monsters
so
on
when
the
you
map can
collect
still kill
the
you.
bounty, when you collect the bounty, it's gonna show you in the map every time. Like it's gonna ping you until you exit. So you're
While
gonna
you're
be in the
holding the
map the
bounty,
whole
right.
time. Yeah.
So
So
what
people might
happened
be
with us
just-
is another team killed the main monster, and they got the contract. They got killed. Miguel picked the contract up. He came revive me, and then we were escaping. And then we just got
Fucking
killed by just
dogs
other
killed us.
monsters on the map because it's
Dude,
just so cool how populated the map is.
It's like it seemed like a bunch of enemies just spawned in, like monsters, after the boss was killed. Because when we were going towards it, it wasn't that many, right? That we like found or whatever.
Well, there was a whole corridor with like a bunch of zombies and
that's
like
true.
and
Ooh,
and
that was-
dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
So that game's real cool. Check it out if
Yeah,
you have
it's
a
real cool.
PC rig that can play it. And then
One more, man. I didn't touch my PS4 almost at all this week. So, Xbox, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
I jumped back into it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I suck with the fucking controller, the Xbox controller. So
Because you're not used to the offset sticks.
yeah, dude, it was bad. It was bad stuff. I had some fun though.
That game, I don't know, is just me. I feel like really added some of the maybe I don't know, added like the fewest amount of changes really.
From
In Call of Duty.
From Modern Warfare 2.
I mean, it included specialists, and then
It didn't.
nobody brought it back until fucking I think tomorrow or today. I mean, if you're hitting it today, it's today. They're not modern. What's the new
World War
fucking
II.
Call of Duty right now? Yeah, that game's bringing it back.
Well, no, I mean it because Black Ops 1 did pick 10, right? Or no, it didn't. Oh no, Black Ops 1 didn't.
No,
You
Black Ops
bought
2 did
things
pick
with
10, I
money.
think.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. It still felt very Modern Warfare 2.
Support?
Yeah,
Support,
the
streaks?
score streaks. The score streaks was cool, which I did like. But no, that's a solid game though. Solid.
It's
quality.
just-
I wasn't a fan of Modern Warfare 3. I thought it was by far the worst of the 3 Modern Warfare games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, I agree.
But I mean,
with that.
it's holding it up against really. That's like saying like.
But I would even say
Metal Gear 1
it's
or
maybe the
something
worst,
is
the
of,
worst Call of Duty on 360, PS3 era, going back to Modern Warfare 1. Black Ops is better than it. Black Ops 2 is better than it. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are
maybe
better
some
than
people will say Ghost is worse. So.
Yeah, it depends if you're considering Ghost next gen or
Yeah,
that
I was thinking
gen.
Ghost was a PS4 game. So yeah,
Okay,
if
yeah.
you're
It
considering
was in
that,
the middle of the
Yeah, it was launch
consoles. Yeah,
Oh, I guess it came out before actually.
yeah,
But
because I had it on PS3 and then upgraded.
it was like right in
upgraded.
that window.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one issue I have with Modern Warfare 3 was the color of the entire game was just very.
That I
bland.
like
Yeah.
that.
Just green.
You like that?
I like those Call of Duty, like darker. I know there's not a lot of color like Ghost. I like that for that reason.
I would say even Ghost was more colorful than. I don't know. I'd have to do
Really?
side to
I just
side,
don't
but-
like the clown suits from Black Ops 3. Looks so stupid.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I hate that. I saw I think it was one of the latest DLC trailers for which we'll talk about for World War II, and it's like in a World War II like European terrain map, and it's just people running around with like stupid ass hats and shit and like wacky colors, and I'm like, really, you guys are pissed off about women being in this game? Look how fucking ridiculous and stupid this looks. Like, there's no like they're not going for realism or anything. I don't know. I think it looks the cosmetics has gone a little too far. I think, with just the amount of
And which game?
in World War II. Just because the juxtaposition of like
Oh, that had
having
that,
stupid,
that game
having
has more
stupid
problems.
cosmetics,
Oh,
but
it had more problems
tied to the
than-
seriousness of the setting. I got you.
yeah.
than
All
the
right, this
Whereas-
is a PlayStation podcast, though, so
think
think
not
it's-
time to talk about
Welcome
backwards
to the
compatibility. Yeah.
PC podcast.
I don't think it would ever be time to talk about backwards compatibility, but this time right now, it is time for the Islander Report.
There'll be some news.
There are 6 items on the list.
Hey, Captain's Count.
From IGN by Nick Santiago. I think I pronounced that wrong. An Italian PlayStation Facebook
Italian.
post has revealed that a Fortnite PS4 bundle is coming July 16th. Included in the package is a special Royal Bomber skin for Fortnite, seen in the image, as well as 500 V-Bucks, which equates to $5.
okay. So let's get
And
this
the
straight.
actual game.
Oh, and
So it
yeah,
includes Battle Royale and the what?
Save the
and
World.
Save the
It
World.
includes the one that you have to pay for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this straight. A game that's gonna be free soon.
This was not revealed. They messed it
This
up
is-
and posted it
it's
and then
leaked.
took
It's
it down.
leaked,
leaked.
but I
So it was
mean,
kinda
you could
leaked,
imagine
yeah.
Fortnite's huge, PlayStation 4 is huge. Obviously, there'd be a bundle. So
Let's
most
get this
likely
straight. Save the World is gonna be free in a couple months.
That you know of.
Battle
They
Royale.
haven't
Battle
even said
Royale.
it. They haven't
They've
even
been
said
saying
that it is
summer
or not.
2018. So unless they delete
Wouldn't
it
be
without saying
surprised if
anything,
it was delayed.
well, whatever. Regardless,
A mode that would
Battle-
eventually will be free.
can I talk?
Yeah, no, I've got it.
No, you can't talk, bro.
Save the World. It's gonna be free soon. If not, it's still $40 for the $30. I think it's 30 or 40 for the cheapest Founders Pack. Battle Royale is literally free, like completely free.
How about if it's
500
installed already?
V-Bucks. 500 V-Bucks is $5. like okay, like sure, like if you just need a PS4,
You don't know how
anyways.
much it is though. You don't know if it's 350 or
So
300.
Was it a slim? I didn't check the.
Yeah, it's
the
a
picture.
slim.
It was a slim.
Yeah, it was a slim.
If this is more than $250, it's a ripoff.
No,
How
yeah, I
much
think
is the base console? Isn't it 300?
No,
I thought it dropped to 250.
I think it's
It
199.
was just for the sale.
If they charge 300 for this, it actually costs more to buy this bundle than it is to go buy a PS4 Slim plus to Save the World.
I really don't think though that this is. I think this
No,
is going
why?
to be like you know how the Xbox One has the Game Pass bundle, which is like a free month of Game Pass or like whatever. It's like and Game Pass you could get that.
if
free
this
month
is just tacked
anyways.
on to a normal Slim, that's fine.
Yeah, I think
If
it's
they're
just, I
charging
think
more
it's
for
just,
that's what
this,
they gotta
it's
do.
not a good deal at all.
I don't think this is going to be a premium
No.
pricing. But the bigger issue here is the exclusivity of this skin that people are really bugging out about, because you could only get this skin. You can't buy it from the shop or anything. You can only get it if you pick
The
up a
fuck
brand
outta
new
here.
system, which is kind of ridiculous.
Fucking crybabies.
I mean, it's no, because Destiny also has the same issue where it's like that's ridiculous. I have to get the premium edition of a game I already have. You know, like whenever they do it for the DLC, like pre-order the Taken.
Well, there
King
was
and you
the
get skin
Taken
or whatever.
King. There was the Taken King like collector's edition or whatever that
Yeah.
gave you extra shit, and I was like, but I already
Yeah.
own the game. Why am I going to buy the collector's edition that also includes the game?
Yeah, shit like that definitely sucks. You know, like pretty much locking out new content from people who are playing the game the most. Hopefully these skins.
It's a skin. It's not gonna affect you how you play. It's not gonna make you better.
But it's still something people want. What we have?
Yeah,
we have
I mean,
the skin.
I
yeah.
agree with you, Miguel, but there are people. It matters to them, you know. So
So we'll
the
see.
fuck out.
I mean, hopefully it still hasn't been officially announced. We'll see where that console
I
goes.
mean, I'm sure PlayStation will tell you to go buy it.
Yeah, pretty much. They'll have a statement that really doesn't say much.
Yeah, just if you want it, buy it.
I mean, I don't know why this the leaked picture isn't even like a different design console. It's just a black matte slim. Like maybe if there's
that's
some
why
cool
it makes me
purple-
believe it's kind of like you said, where it's like a promo where buy a PS4 Slim, get this like
they're
download
probably
card
literally
for
just
Fortnite
changing,
that
like,
gives
the
you some
outside
extra
box,
stuff.
You know, like
It'd
just
be
a
nice
little-
if it's downloaded already on the fucking console, but I doubt it.
No,
Yeah.
you would never
don't do
because
that.
it would have to be linked to a PSN.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
Next, they
Not-
only do that with the Nintendo games. Nintendo systems do that.
Oh, that's true.
And they don't do that
3DSs.
anymore because you actually have a real Nintendo account now.
Yeah. Next up, from Kotaku UK by Rich Stant, PlayStation Now, Sony's gaming streaming service, is reportedly adding the ability to download games to your system later this year. An industry source has told Kotaku UK that, quote, downloads are coming to PlayStation Now, end quote, in September this year. According to this source, downloads will initially be limited to PlayStation 4 titles. So, of course, we don't really have any more details on this. Will it be you have to always be connected to the internet? Will it be only some games are downloadable? Either way, though, this is definitely a step in the right direction for PlayStation Now.
It's a step in the right direction. It might be too little too late unless this is them kind of gearing up for the PS5 being able to do it out the gate, maybe. I'm thinking it's more that than it is them trying to compete with Game Pass on Xbox. I think it's probably just them testing it out to see if it'll work when PS5 actually comes out.
If they were to go Game Pass
They
model
will
and
work in
saying,
what way? That people
What?
will get it for that feature, or what? What do you mean?
No,
in
I'm
terms of
saying
that?
their infrastructure. I'm saying they're probably doing this now to test it out
I mean,
to
they
make sure
already
when
have it with
PS5
PS Plus.
launches that this will work for all games.
I mean,
think
they already
this-
have it with PS Plus,
Yeah.
so it
No,
does
no,
work.
Yeah,
I'm talking about they're probably testing out, they're probably working on trying to get the PS3 games, is what I'm saying.
Well, I doubt that. That's not gonna work. That's never
Oh,
gonna
yeah, I
fucking
didn't
happen,
realize that.
bro.
Yeah, how would you be able to download a PS3 game?
It says PlayStation 4 titles.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is they might be trying to work on that. That's why they're saying initially it's PS4 games, but they might
and then
be
and
working
then
on
PS
it.
Now on PS5, Anthony.
I'm sure they could do
You're
it.
imagining they would have
with an
all
emulator.
backwards compatibility like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get
okay.
that.
See, okay.
Yeah, no, so that would be really cool. But even if they did do the PlayStation Game Pass route, and like imagine Spider-Man day and date available for $20 a month.
they'll
or something
never
like
do that.
See,
They'll never.
no,
Obviously,
that-
they never do that, but I
I
think
could
that
see
would,
them doing like a 6-month gap on their.
I was
on
gonna
their
say like a
games.
year. So like I could
Mm-hmm.
see like Horizon Zero Dawn and like Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Because, I mean, I was gonna say that people would probably complain about it, but they're in such a lead that they probably wouldn't care, like with the Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
But I could see them
complain about what
getting
exactly?
affected. What's that?
Complain about what?
Oh, not
was good,
having
but-
like the day-on-day
okay.
releases. But I could see them getting affected on whenever the PS5 comes out with that. But if they do it, and by that time it's already like they're already doing it, they might help sales. In I got lost in my own thought, dude. God damn it.
All good. Yeah, but
I got so much shit going in there that I'm.
whenever PlayStation Now does add downloads, so you don't have to have a really good connection, and you just need a connection to download it, and just a stable enough connection to always be connected.
Well, it's not even your connection; it's their fucking servers.
Yeah, that too. I think whenever that does happen, though, it will of course increase PlayStation Now sales, and they have to know that. Because if there's like, if imagine it's like PlayStation Now comes out September, and out of the gate, $10 a month, you get Horizon, Frozen Wilds, also Lost Legacy, Uncharted 4, Nathan Drake Collection, all Uncharted, and you have all these awesome games.
Left 4
you know,
not Left 4 Dead, Last of Us.
Last of Us, Left 4
Remastered.
Dead somehow magically gets on the PlayStation. No, that would be awesome, and I would heavily consider, because I would get Game Pass if I played on that ecosystem more. Like in a second I'd get Game Pass.
Well, you
It
could
just
play all those
makes
games on
sense.
your PC. I don't know why you don't just play them on PC.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess more of the time also. Whatever. If I was
I
in a
get you.
situation,
You're mostly
yeah.
playing on PS4. I got it.
But yeah, so that would be awesome if downloading does come.
Here,
Does come.
a
And I mean,
question for you
it
guys.
could, because Kotaku's sources are normally top notch. This isn't Jason Schreier, but
No.
Kotaku UK also has had a lot of scoops. If you remember, they were the first one to get the PlayStation Slim, and did the review for that before it was announced.
But that being said, also take it with a grain of salt. Because
course.
if this doesn't happen, which I could see it totally just never happening, then don't.
Yeah.
Don't
How
be
many
upset.
rumors have we heard of name changes? Miguel,
So-
you're saying?
this is a rumor, right? So we don't know if it's gonna happen or not. When is Gamescom? Is it in August or September?
I think late August, right? That's usually when it is.
So they might announce it there, probably, if they do.
They don't normally do big announcements though, at Gamescom.
Or probably
That's-
they just. Okay, it'll be something. Let's just say something. It's around
I
there.
could
Paris.
see that
My
being
question is,
something at
do you
Gamescom
guys-
because it's not game related specifically. It's just it's service related. I could see them
Service,
doing
yeah.
a service related announcement for that.
Okay, yeah. Do you guys
did we-
think that the Game Pass and whatever EA is doing right now, it's affecting this, or is it just the sales that for PlayStation Now they're so bad? They're like we
It's probably a
probably
combination.
had to change it.
It's probably a combination because Game Pass is doing exceptionally well. Game Pass apparently we learned this past week, which is I don't think it's in the doc because it's not that PlayStation related, but I think we heard Game Pass is actually promoting more sales of games.
Yeah, so check out
That's what they said. It
listeners,
was. They didn't
Phil
have
Spencer's.
proof.
Well, I mean, if Phil Spencer's saying something, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think
he
it's a
could
deal.
say whatever he wants.
I don't
Doesn't make
think
it true.
I think it
Why are
definitely
you
does.
so,
If
like,
it's from
why
an
so much vitriol
executive at
against Game Pass?
Xbox and it's in an on-the-record interview, I don't think he could just be lying, like, from a legal standpoint.
Huh.
But yeah,
Let's go back a week before and what did the
All right, just
PlayStation guy said?
let
Yeah,
Jeff
no.
just finish his thought.
About
yeah, so
Fortnite?
what Phil Spencer was saying was Game Pass subscribers not only play more games, of course, play different types of play more game titles. They also are buying more games, which is, he is like, yeah, we're attributing to things like, you know, they're on the system more. They're now seeing other games that aren't in Game Pass and might pick up those. A lot of cool things. I recommend that interview on Giant Bomb with Jeff Gertzman. Yeah,
Show me
and
the
they're-
proof.
whatever. But can't a fucking doc that they just released lie also if they're just lying everywhere?
I know.
think
Everyone but
I-
PlayStation's lying apparently, even though PlayStation probably lies about all their shit too.
and
Yeah,
then
no,
we,
that's what I was trying to say, but you guys cut me off.
what were fuck, I just had something in my head but I forgot it. It was something service related. Either way, moving on to the next story from IGN. Vic Hood writes, Bethesda is suing Westworld game developer Behavior Interactive and publisher Warner Bros., claiming Behavior stole its designs, artwork, and coding and used them in the mobile app for their Westworld game. So if you haven't seen this, Bethesda's claiming the new Westworld free-to-play management, like Tapper game pretty much, is a direct ripoff of Fallout Shelter.
'Cause they
Billy,
made
my
it.
brother, started playing Westworld, and he's like, "Huh, this is like ridiculously similar to Fallout Shelter," which he also.
Oh my
played
god!
a lot
So
of.
this IGN article, if you want to go check it out, it actually has a slider where you can see like a frame of Fallout Shelter and then a frame of Westworld, and it's like the art style is like a little bit more cartoony, but like it's almost the same game.
The developer made Fallout Shelter, so they have the codes, they have everything, they need it.
Wait, that's the same studio that designed.
Yeah, the
Fallout
same
Shelter?
studio. Yep. It's the same studio.
So I mean, that doesn't make it not illegal. to
I mean,
rip off the game.
they signed. If you read the article, it says that they signed some papers
Assets
that
solely
pretty
for
much
use by Bethesda,
everything
it says here,
is for on Bethesda.
Yeah,
so they own
it says,
everything.
quote, in the suit, Bethesda argues it hired Behavior to develop Fallout Shelter and its assets solely for Bethesda, unquote.
Yes. So that's what they're suing it, because it's pretty much the same, just with a different skin.
I mean, that's seems pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. I wonder how is it still on the? Where is it? Is it on both iOS and Android, or
Yeah.
have you guys played it?
I didn't
I
even
haven't.
know
You
I
this
said
see
Billy
existed.
played it,
a
right?
bunch. Yeah, Billy played a bunch. It's literally Fallout Shelter with just the Westworld skin. So I mean, if you want that,
Fucking funny.
I
I
was playing
wonder.
listeners, let us know if you're playing Fallout Shelter on the PlayStation 4 or on a console. That was found that very funny.
I feel like it fits on Switch, but yeah, on a console. Like I never understood people that played it on Xbox either back before it was on PS4.
How about if you just want to chill and relax and just sit back, you know?
I guess.
I mean, it's just because
Watch
it's very annoying to control a game that's like designed inherently for a touchscreen. And, like,
yeah, that's why I'm
zooming,
saying with
pinching.
Switch it's okay because you can touch the screen, but yeah, on a console it seems like it's not very controller accessible.
Friendly. Next up, Activision has announced Call of Duty World War II's third DLC pack, United Front, per the PlayStation blog. The add-on content will come first, of course, to the PlayStation 4 on June 26th. The DLC features 3 new multiplayer maps, a new War Mode mission, and a new Zombies chapter. I actually just watched the trailer for the Zombies map. It looks interesting. Looks like they're changing up some stuff. Just from the trailer alone, it seems like the map's going to be a little more linear and like sequentially go to 3 different locations. I mean,
Is it enough for you to get the pass?
No. I mean, it's definitely not. I feel really bad though.
You like the?
I'm a
Treyarch Zombies,
Treyarch.
right?
Yeah, I only do Treyarch
Okay,
Zombies.
okay.
I mean, I've played Infinite Warfare Zombies, of course, but
It's a good map.
Advanced Warfare Zombies were all right.
yeah, that's what I say. I feel bad for these other studios doing zombies because, like, all right, they're cool ideas here, but it's just like
They're
it's
not
not in
canon.
the package I wanted.
Pushes
You know?
glasses up their nose.
No, not even canon. I'm just saying, like, it's not the same feel. I don't know.
No Richtofen, no deal.
And
It's like
with
playing
this,
with Mega Blocks, you know.
with this DLC, like I was mentioning, they're bringing a couple more guns, pay to win,
The
and
Riot Shield. The
Riot Shield.
From,
They're bringing.
I got a kill with the Riot Shield when I was playing Modern Warfare 3.
The new divisions is called Cavalry, I think. What else are they bringing? Oh, that's the one of the ribbons or one of the basic trainings is called Specialist. So it's pretty much bringing from
What is that exactly? You said that earlier.
Modern Warfare 3. So you get 3 perks. I think it's 3 kills, 5 kills, and 7. And after the 7
okay.
kill, you get all the perks, like all the basic trainings. So you're
You get-
like pretty much unstoppable.
Kill streaks
That's
instead of
whack.
getting like a UAV or a care package or attack.
It's
gunner,
pretty
you
much
get
just the perks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Titanfall
Yeah,
2
that
did
was
something similar to
interesting.
that with the Monarch Titan, where as you level it up, you just get all kinds of crazy upgrades for it.
I mean,
but
the
yeah,
game is a lot better since the other 2 guys left. So if
World
you're
War II
thinking
is,
of-
yeah.
Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah, so shout out, they have been, I mean, they put some stuff in the loot boxes, but they also do give a lot of free stuff.
They have
and-
contracts, dude. Which if you like purchase the contract,
Yeah.
you do it really quick. It's usually like 10 headshots or something like that, and you get the gun. And they
Oh,
change
okay.
it every.
See,
Oh,
I
so
don't mind
way-
that. I don't
that's
mind that.
cool,
It's
yeah.
when it's totally randomized in a box like Black Ops 3 that I don't like it.
Yeah, and they keep saying that Black Ops 4 will have the most free content out of all Call of Duties, so the more free
They're
content World War II
fucking
is
better
getting.
if they're still charging $50 for maps.
And let's hope they don't have the same system as Black Ops 3 for the loot boxes.
Don't hold your breath.
You don't.
Next.
Exactly.
Psyonix has shared the first details on Rocket League's upcoming Rocket Pass reward system.
The one of many.
Similar to Fortnite's Battle Pass, Rocket League's Rocket Pass will allow players to earn new content through a time-limited progression system. As you earn more Rocket Pass XP, you'll unlock more content. However, this does not replace the current XP-based progression system. And then also shout out to PUBG, adding a very similar Battle Pass system to their game.
And Paladins has also had that for a little bit now too.
Yeah, this is the wild west of video games right now. Is who could copy who first? You know,
it is so interesting because like we haven't really. This is the first time that our kind of like age group has really seen not innovation so much as it is, I guess, technically innovation, but just like studios copying each other so quickly.
Yeah,
like because before that it was kind of like I don't know, what would you even say, like platformers back in like the PS1 era maybe.
Yeah, and you could say that with like the mascots in
hack and slash games on PS2.
Yeah, but never like even back then though, like, oh, we need a mascot for a thing. We're not gonna make another plumber guy. We're gonna make a Bandicoot, or we're gonna make
some random marsupial no one's ever heard of.
Fucking dragon.
But right now it's like, yeah, we'll call it Battle Royale, and we'll just add the word pass. You know, it's like.
But it is funny how like it really is kind of similar to iOS, where like you see one iOS game come out and then 7 other iOS games rip that off, and it's kind of what's happening with all these games. Which I'm glad they're at least being upfront. Psyonix, I'm talking about. They're being upfront saying like the normal base like XP unlock, that type of stuff, that's not changing. So nothing. If you were looking to get an
just
unlockable that was
stuff
in the game already,
so
you just get that the same way you were doing it before. But this is now additional content you can only get through the Battle Pass.
I'm just not a fan of
Rocket Pass or whatever
the passes, additional $10 passes being added on to paid games. You know, put it in Fortnite, put it in Paladins. Sure, it makes the game like, oh, now it's paid. Now I'm actually getting unlocks.
Rocket League for what, like a month was free? So
like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's a totally different.
Hey, bro. I mean,
that was
it was
like
free.
Before. But also shouts out as well
many people
to
didn't
Rocket
get it.
League for giving a lot of free content over the past 3 years now. Yeah, 2015.
Yeah, and anytime they do add paid content, it's usually, reasonably priced too. So
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the crate shit that they added, but I mean, they got to pay for the service.
On that topic, I was talking to Tripwire Interactive, the developer of our favorite game ever, Killing Floor 2, at E3, and they were showing off the new map. They actually, so that's shouts out to also. There's a new update to Killing Floor, whole new map. And I'm like, hey, yeah, so love the game, but I'm not a big fan of the whole loot box system with the keys. And he's like, I get you, but look at this new content that is coming for free. Like, we gotta
don't
make money
focus
somehow.
on the bad stuff. Focus on the new stuff.
No, yeah, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like you are giving this free content. I'll that's cool that like you're just charging $2 for some people for some cosmetics. Nice of that guy to be very candid about that also. Next up. Life is Strange will begin its second season with the first episode of season 2 on September 27th. Also, right now, as you're listening to this, you could download the tie-in, not really tie-in game of.
It's a prequel to Life is Strange 2.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
The Adventures of Captain something. Spirit. There you go.
I feel like there's more.
I was gonna
words.
say Sparkles.
There's I think there are more words in that,
there's
but
like
yeah,
3 more words.
It's a prequel. So I'm guessing the kid you play as in that game, maybe that's the father of the character you play as in Life is Strange 2, or maybe it's their cousin or some way related. But Life is Strange 2 is gonna be all new characters. It's not Max and Chloe and all them.
Imagine they totally shit on him, and like in Life is Strange 2, he's like the annoying cousin who like comes to one party in like episode 2 for like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Really funny.
I feel like you're real down on that game, and I don't really appreciate it.
Oh, hi. It just looks so weird in that first conference, the Square Enix. But also to note, your decisions, some of the decisions carry over into Life is Strange 2. So play Captain Spirit on whatever system you do plan on playing Life is Strange 2 on. Next up.
But it is only one episode too, so play it on every platform.
Yeah, like 2 hours worth, probably.
The Walking Dead. The final season will be the last game that will use the current engine, the current Telltale engine that has had so many issues in the past for me personally.
What's it called? It's called Telltale Tool, I think it's called.
I don't
something
know
like that. They've been using it for what, like 6-7 years?
Since Walking Dead 1?
Yeah, 2012.
If not, I don't know. Did they use it for Back to the Future and Jurassic Park too, or?
I
Because
don't remember.
people forget, like Walking Dead was the first game that put them on the map, but they did make other games. Like they made Sam and Max too, right?
Or not good, yeah.
Yeah, no, Walking Dead was the first one that it's because they were so lucky in the sense that like Walking Dead was so big at the time that.
I mean,
the
and
story
the game
was
was
really
awesome.
good
The
too,
game was
so,
great as well. The game was
And they're
definitely
lucky that guys at IGN kind of gave it the time of day that it deserved, because back then, like in that time period, quote unquote downloadable games, sometimes people had a stigma about like, oh, that's not a real game, it's a downloadable game, and IGN gave it the chance it deserved, and so that's kind of I don't know if they got lucky because the game was amazing, but it's there. There was a series of events that ended favorably for them, I guess you could say. I don't know how else to fucking word it.
Yeah, and if you remember also, it like episode 1 like wasn't that huge. I think it became like episode 2 or 3 where it really gained traction. It's like, well,
It's probably
the story,
where the one girl killed the other girl, and then everyone's like, "Holy shit, this game's serious."
Whoa! Spoilers, bro.
nice, yeah, people can die, or that.
There's a
was just
lot
your
of
story.
women in the Walking Dead game, so if you can
But
somehow
more
extrapolate
importantly-
which women
More importantly,
killed
the
either.
second part of the story is that Telltale has announced that the Stranger Things game will be using the Unity engine, one of the most tried and true, adaptable on every platform engine. I've never had like overall problems with Unity engine games running, so
It does sound like they are having some workflow kind of growing
They're
pains.
trying to
so
figure out.
don't
much.
expect the Stranger Thing games anytime soon. I also don't know when the Stranger Thing game is set, like in the canon of the show. I don't know if it's a side story. I don't know if it's non-canon. I don't know if it takes place after season 3. Maybe, I don't know. So
If it features the same quartet of kids, I really hope it's the same voice actors.
Ooh,
I wouldn't
probably
imagine
not.
why they wouldn't be able to get those guys.
well,
that'd
Game of
be
Thrones
really
got like
Oh, they
Cersei
did?
Lannister and Tyrion and all them. Yeah. So
cool. Oh, awesome.
and Ramsay Bolton and all them. So we assume if they got the money to pay them, I'm sure they could pay.
Yeah, for sure. And
Not
then
that the
also
kids
there was
don't
a
deserve to
story
get paid
that
well,
got.
but you know what I'm saying.
There was a story where Minecraft Story Mode, I think, is coming to Netflix. Did you guys see this at all?
What?
Nope.
No, I'm not. We're not talking
I
about
got
that
a
until it's announced.
better
I don't know
one
what the
for
fuck
you
that
guys.
could even be.
A story that I forgot to put in here because I just heard it today. You guys heard about GameStop trying to get a buyout from like?
Oh, this was like
Purchasing-
a week and a half old
Yeah.
news. Yeah, supposedly
Yeah, I
they're
know, but we didn't
looking
talk
to
about it,
be
but-
bought out.
Yeah. What are the deets?
Just they're trying to sell it pretty much. I mean, they're probably seeing the sales are going down, and they're like, "Hey, right now's the time to sell it."
File under Miguel's unsourced rumors.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
all
did- I
heard
did
it.
see that on a
mean,
couple places online, though.
So I mean,
it's.
I mean, more people are downloading games, so I think that trend is
Well,
gonna
Game
keep going
Pass
that way.
isn't helping. EA Origin isn't helping. The EA Access Vault on Xbox isn't helping.
And
If
the
PlayStation
Plus
now gets revamped
yeah.
and PS4 games, why would anyone go buy an older PS4 game when they could just get it on PSNow?
Exactly.
So we're heading in
yeah.
that direction, man. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be.
You guys think on next generation?
It's hard to tell. Ask me in 2 years.
But next gen,
When they actually announce
I guess
it?
they'll be out in 2 years. Ask me in a year.
next gen will have discs, but next gen will be the last one to have physical media. That's
think
my
so.
call.
I agree,
it'll-
only because people are still holding on to their physical media for movies.
Okay, yeah, true.
I But
remember-
yeah, try going into a GameStop nowadays. It's fucking all Funko Pops.
Exactly. I was gonna say that half of the
T-shirts.
stores
fucking-
that
And like chess variants,
Yeah.
or like Monopoly variants for
Puzzle-
different video game franchises.
Mario
and plushie.
puzzle boards.
There's so
They
many
bought-
coffee
they
mugs at the
bought,
GameStop near my house. Like, what the fuck?
they bought Think Freak, right?
the Think Geek. Yeah,
Think Geek.
Think Geek.
that
there
was
you
that
go.
was a huge shift for that company.
And
Whatever
that's not
happened
helping
to
them out.
Whatever happened to what Game Trust is their like game publishing label? Have they put out anything since?
Oh yeah.
Deformers
Like
was like the
two
last
or
one.
three games,
Song
and
of
that
the
was
Deep
it.
was good, but that's Insomniac, so we knew it was gonna be good. But then like Deformers came out and it kind of flopped. Like it was a kind of a fun game, but it should have just been a free to play game. And then I haven't heard
Rim?
anything else.
Rem? No, is it Rem or Rem?
Rhyme?
Rhyme. There we go. Rhyme.
Oh, they
It
picked
was
that up
that-
after Sony dropped them. Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah. Oh, let me check. But I remember
I
they
think
did.
that was I know Tequila Works developed that, but
Rhyme publisher.
and while we're talking about weird publishers, shout out to 505. Really, like I think I
6
said
Foot
last
and
week when I
Grey
was
Box
talking
published
about
that.
what.
6 Foot and Grey Box published Rhyme.
Yeah. True. Okay. Yeah.
But we haven't heard.
They got something. Well, let's check. What's the name of it? Trust what?
Game
Just
Trust.
Game Trust.
Game Trust.
One word. Star Child. Looks like that's their next game.
Either way, none of these games are coming out this week, so you will not find them on the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform as read by your best friends for the week of June 26, 2018. First up, we
Yes.
have
Star Child.
the Star Child. Star Child is the
Yeah,
next Game
Star
Trust
Child. Yeah. Yep.
game. Do not get confused, because that is not on this week's drop. We have Adamine, PS4 digital.
I'll laugh if
Crew
Star Child
2.
actually is on this week's drop.
All right, imagine I'm like, what the fuck? The Crew 2, PS4 digital retail out 6/29. In the Crew 2, take on American motorsports scene as you explore and dominate the land, air, and sea of the United States in one of the most exhilarating open worlds ever created. Dimension Drive, PS4 digital. Esper, PSVR digital. Eventide 3, Legacy
Eventide.
of Legends, Eventide. PS4 digital. Far Cry 3, Classic Edition, PS4 digital. So yeah, this is the one that you had to pre-order $5, I think, to get.
To get it
Yeah.
earlier. Now I think this is the actual release. If this is more than $20, it's a fucking rob job.
So
Why?
yeah, find Far Cry 3 if you're trying to get that on PS4.
'Cause
Fighting
You can get it for like
X.
3 cents on Steam.
Oh yeah, but
I
still,
mean-
console tax. Fighting X Layer, PS4 digital.
Tax attacks.
Grave Danger, PS4 digital. Hajwala, PS4
What the fuck
digital.
is this?
The best game in the Arabian Gulf. Enjoy stunts and the drifting
Jesus.
style called Hajwala. Customize your car the way you want and design your driver character as you like. This is interesting. This looks like a racing game set in the Arabian Gulf. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Ikaruga, PS4 digital, out 6/29. Now,
Why does that name sound familiar?
It's very familiar, right? Do some research on that one. I think this was a game. Maybe it's a remake. Maybe it's a port. Next up, The Journey Down, Chapter 2, PS4 digital. The King of Fighters Collection, the Orichi Saga, PS2 classic.
You know what
PS4
sucks about these
digital.
games? If they
What?
remaster these games, you can't use the analog stick to move the fucking character.
Really?
In the PS2
Yeah, dude,
games,
it's so annoying.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
especially for the fighters.
Yeah, they
Because I
Well, I mean,
would
that-
probably buy a couple of these because like that was my franchise that I grew up with.
King
like
of
on the
Fighters,
arcades.
really?
Yeah, dude, I fucking loved.
Interesting.
I was so good at this fucking games
That's
and
cool.
the arcades. And the last time on the PS4, I got one of them. I think it's 98. It was 98. And I was surprised that you can't use the fucking analog stick to move the character. I was pissed, dude. I was like, well, that sucks.
So this collection includes King of Fighters 94, 95, 96,
Oh,
97,
wow.
and 98. So you get 5 years worth of King of Fighters.
So I
gotta
guess
find
Miguel's
out.
buying that.
No, I gotta find out if it's if you
can use
control
the
it with the
analog stick,
D-pad or the yeah.
I'm sure there's some Reddit thread. Another remaster, Lumines Remastered, PS4 digital. This is the original Lumines that I think originally appeared on the PSP, if I recall correctly.
I believe you are correct.
That
Oh.
is a cool puzzle
HC in
game. I've never been the
4K.
biggest fan of its puzzling style. Excuse me. But the music and colors, I guess, like graphics,
Mhm.
I guess, is just really like cerebral. Next up, we have Hero, PS4 digital.
Jesus.
The Night Journey, PS4 digital. Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, PS Vita digital retail. And Say It Ain't So, Rainbow Skies, PS4, wait for it, PS3, PS Vita digital cross-buy. Rainbow Skies is a fantasy RPG with turn-based battles and a humorous story. Immerse yourselves in a colorful and vibrant world filled to the brim with friends and foes, murky dungeons, turn-based battles, towns, shops, and everything else your role-playing heart desires. And this is the sequel to, I think, Rainbow Moon, was it?
Rainbow Moon, yep.
Cool. So shout out if you want a game to play on PS3 this week. Realms of Arcania, Star Trail, PS4 digital. Salaryman, Escape, VR, PSVR digital. Slime Sand, Super Slime Edition, PS4 digital. This is a cool 2D platformer I played the demo of on the Switch. I always meant to pick it up. It's really cheap on the Switch. I think it was like $5-6. But it's like a 2D platformer where like, you could stick to the wall and stuff and
Is
solve
it similar
puzzles that way.
to like Volume?
Volume. No, that's the stealth one. No.
Yeah, but what do you mean by like stick to walls?
Like your slime, and it's like you know how in Super Meat Boy, like you could kind of like skid on the walls.
I'm thinking we're still on Salaryman Escape VR.
Oh, hi, no, slime.
Sorry, because I'm looking at
Slime
that and I'm
Simulator.
like, that kind of looks like it might be a volume-esque game.
It does. Salaryman Escape looks wild. Check it out, guys. It's a physics puzzle game. But yeah, Slime Sand is cool. Super Kids Racing, PS4 digital. Tour de France 2018, PS4 digital. Interesting title. And then for VOD, we got Isle Dogs, and we have the FIFA World Cup happening as we speak.
Group stage about to
Yes.
wrap up. Some crazy fucking shit. Crazy matches going on.
But that's what you have for the games this week, whether you're picking up The Crew 2 or playing Rainbow Skies on your PS3. Let us know in the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/PSBestFriends, or submit it as a topic of the episode at patreon.com/PSBestFriends, like Nathaniel Hicks does, where he asks, can PlayStation recover from this current situation with Fortnite on Switch? The easy answer is yes, PlayStation will be fine, but honestly, gamers don't forget that easily. Could this decision be the snowball that starts the avalanche of gamers turning on Sony down the line, or does it even matter?
If this was earlier in the cycle, I say yes. This is too deep into Sony's dominance over Xbox where it's not going to matter. If this was at the beginning of the cycle where people were still trying to decide, do I get Xbox or PlayStation? There's no way this affects it.
Do you guys think people are talking more about not now, about this, or about what they said about trying to change the meta of the game, limiting the materials and changing how the shotguns work?
I think people are definitely.
If you check Twitter, bro, oof, show's hot.
Yeah, but still though, that's probably the niche.
Which
you're
I'd be
looking
okay
at.
with.
The people talking about the meta, I feel like is 100% a minority compared to the people talking about crossplay.
There's a bajillion casuals playing that game that would rather be able to play on PlayStation and Switch.
Then care about
I don't
resources.
think. Yeah, I don't think that's. You care because you're dialed in because you're like an actual gamer, but there's
So you
too
guys
many.
keep forgetting that.
My sister-in-law plays
Switches-
Fortnite. She doesn't know what the fuck a PlayStation is.
She plays it on what?
She plays it on her boyfriend's Xbox and she plays it on her phone.
And
There
she
you go.
obviously cares more
See-
about playing with the phone crossplay on Xbox rather than the material cap.
Exactly.
Does she care about it?
I'm not
though?
saying that like downplaying that demand from the community. I'm just saying that there are less people.
See, keyword here: casual players. See, the minority are talking about it.
The vocal
Right
minority
now.
is.
Exactly. The casuals, they don't care where they're playing it. They either have usually one console, right? Either it's the PlayStation or the Xbox, or the Nintendo. It's rare for people to actually have multiple consoles. If you're a casual player.
I mean,
And
fair
Fortnite
enough.
is a more casual game than a hardcore game.
I think we're all in agreement with each other. I don't know what we're even talking about at this point.
Yeah.
we don't have that on.
Well, let's get back to the.
You're telling me that people are complaining about the Switch thing
Well,
pretty much
Nate's
PlayStation just
question was
keeping the-
about is PlayStation not
yeah, I
allowing
get
people
it,
to use their
but
accounts going to affect PlayStation?
What I'm saying is,
you're changing it to
I
a
don't
Fortnite
think
discussion.
I don't think that's not going to affect it at all. What might affect just Fortnite overall, it's what they're trying to change the meta of the game. Because people just are so used to what, especially
You're not
watching,
wrong.
Like,
It's just a
streamer.
different conversation.
Yeah, that's more Fortnite specific. But no, like Nathaniel said, a snowball of turning gamers away from PlayStation possible if they.
You know what it was? I think it's less so that you can't do it and more so their response. Because we talked about it last week where it basically was them saying, we have the biggest install base, so we're going to do what the fuck we want. I think that
that's
was
what I
more
wanted to say.
insulting than just the fact that you can't do it in the first place.
That's
Did
affecting the
we-
minority, not the majority of PlayStation.
Did we
owners.
talk about last week
no.
Sony, the ex-president talking, like giving the reason why this is happening? Pretty much.
We might have mentioned it.
I'm not sure when that. Yeah, I'm not sure when it came out. But yeah, the president, the ex-president of I think Sony Interactive Entertainment or Sony
we
Online.
mentioned it.
We did mention it.
It was
Alright, cool.
money.
Yeah, he literally said. But
Because what was it? I remember in what episode I said that was a reason, and then a day later, Greg was saying it's the same thing. It's that, and I think that day is when the ex-president is the when he said it.
I mean, I don't think it was that
of money.
hard to extrapolate that it was.
Yeah, it's money.
And
And
it was just cool
especially now
seeing
that they're
from,
gonna, if the rumors are true with the new console, that they're pretty much the skin the bundle, pretty much. It's because of money.
Yeah, no, so
They
back
wanna
to
sell it.
the Avalanche Snowball, yeah, if they stick to their guns on this stupid crossplay thing, and then a week later they announce a new bundle where you could only get the skin on PlayStation if you buy a new console, and then a month later they have some 10 fucking new strikes for Destiny or PlayStation exclusive because they gave Activision a bunch of money, and if they just keep doing these anti-gamer experience decisions, I think it could push the needle away from them, but
I think if it was going to affect anything, it would affect PS5 versus next Xbox sales.
yeah.
I don't think it's not going to have anything to do with PS4 sales.
PlayStation as a whole rather than the PlayStation 4 as it is.
It's not gonna affect that at all.
I'm just saying, if it did, it would be the next generation. I don't really think it's going to change anything either.
You know what's gonna affect the next generation? If the PS5 they come out and it's $600 and
Go get a second job.
you gotta get a second job. That's gonna affect it. That's
I
why.
don't-
That's
I
why.
don't know if
That's
they
one
could
of the
ever do
reasons
that again.
the Xbox got affected because it was $100 more.
Yeah.
And people later on find out that it was worse than the like graphically, it was worse than the PlayStation. That's
so
what
I guess
affected it. It wasn't.
let's
whatever
go
they did.
positive on this. Let's throw some ideas out there. Sony PlayStation is in a weird position with the gamers. What would you guys do? Remember, you're still a company. You still got to make money. You still got to do all these things. You still got to make the most money as a company. How would you write this situation?
I clearly copy Game Pass because they're showing they're making money with Game Pass on Xbox. Because all of us thought, like, how is Xbox going to make money on this when people are just going to not buy the games? They're just going to get Game Pass. But people are buying the games. So I think they got to do some kind, maybe not the newest games in Xbox, but like I said, like Miguel said, maybe like after 6 months, put it in. Kind of like the EA Access Vault was doing. So you got to do something like that, some kind of service that's going to win back the fans. Because right now, I mean, Sony has been great. Their games are the best. You know, like their first party games by far,
And they're
are better.
selling.
But there is a little bit of kind of buzz where it's like, yeah, PlayStation's first party games are amazing, but they're not really like doing pro gamer stuff in this little facet or this little facet or this little thing, and those little things might start adding up.
Is that okay?
I'm just
you're
worried it's
saying
going
that.
to be
And
old
that's true.
Sony.
And that's
I'm just
true.
worried it's
And
going to be
that's
old
true.
Sony. I hope that
Yes.
when PS5 gets announced that they are just full on pro gamer
But-
for it, but I don't know.
Okay, that is true. But in the bigger picture, put yourself as a business guy on PlayStation and Sony or whatever. Is that gonna affect the casuals, the people that are not seeking all this information?
I mean,
I don't think so.
but at the same time, you got to
the games are still good on the
take Xbox out of it. You can't go
Yeah.
back to what you were with PS3. You can't.
Oh no, I'm not
afford to
saying
do
that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if the next consoles get announced or whatever, if the games are there and the console is priced reasonably around the same price or whatever it is, and the games are there, people are gonna buy it because they're used to the games. They know the games are gonna be good, especially if Spider-Man is. It seems like it's gonna be amazing according to Jeff. What he played.
According to everyone.
And-
Oh my god. Need that game. Need
You
that
just
game.
fucking came, huh? And let's just say the next two games that they release, Last of Us, and let's just say Ghost of Tsushima, because Death Stranding is not coming to the PS5. If those games are great too, 9 cents, people are gonna be like, okay, then this console's gonna be $400 or whatever it is, and the games are good. So we're just gonna buy that because we know the service and we know they're gonna null it. I mean, for the casuals, not the hardcores.
Yeah, I hear you. And then just because I remember this,
That's not gonna
jumping back
affect them.
to the question, I'm gonna come out with this a different thought. I don't think anything's actually going to happen because you guys remember literally a year ago with Minecraft, and
That's what I brought between us and the conversation.
The thing is though, if Fortnite, if this Fortnite situation happened a month after that Minecraft situation happened, and it was literally just stacked on top of each other,
maybe
then that would have been something. But the
And
fact
with
that they're
the
so
Rocket League
far
too.
away. With the what?
'Cause the Rocket League that
Rocket League
came out too.
crossplay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and nothing happened. And
yeah,
the game
only
has
thing-
some traction, so I mean,
Yeah, the thing that
Rocket
would
League.
shift the tides the most is if it's repeated hits, multiple stories coming out with a good enough time in between
if the
each other.
mainstream covers it, I could
They-
see a change.
They did. Did you not watch the interview with the Fox News Business talking to Reggie Fils-Aimé of Nintendo about what the fuck's going on? It was wild because it was super mainstream, like the way they talked about it was very mainstream, and it was like, hey Reggie, why can't people on Switch on your company system play with this other company system? And like, I'm like, wow, like regular ass people probably watching this.
See, you're saying that they talked to actual Reggie? You said
Yeah.
Reggie. Okay. I wonder if Reggie's the one that went to them, or did they actually seek him?
Well,
to
I
talk
think it
about
was just he was available for questions and they asked him. I don't think it was either seeking either out specifically for that
Yeah.
Fortnite
'Cause
question.
It was
The
different.
main
when-
news story was Fortnite getting 2 million users on the Switch in 24 hours. That's kind of like why. And it was during E3, so it was like Fox has to cover video games because like the stock
Especially
is
'cause
rising
of
during
that,
that time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but what happened with when Fortnite was available on the phone? Like it was similar.
I imagine there was some.
So I
interview.
mean, and I'm sure they cover it too.
Yeah, but no, that this one.
I
don't
think
know,
the
they
Switch is
weren't-
when actual like
when the
full-on
crossplay issue was-
gamers were trying to play it with their friends. The iPhone, like the mobile version, it was just kind of casuals that they just didn't know. I think when it came to Switch, and then you also couldn't use your PS4 account, that's when like true gamers like Greg Miller really noticed it, and that's when they started speaking up.
Yeah,
And
the
then what
mainstream
happened?
the mainstream news perspective
Nothing.
when Fortnite came to iOS was kids playing video games in classrooms, and now when it's on Switch, it's
But everyone
one
was
company
covering
locks
that.
an account from another company. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, because they're getting paid, and I'm sure they're not saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
Epic. They're just like, oh, it's on PlayStation. That's what they're saying. But they're not saying we're probably getting paid by PlayStation. And I could see that happening. Like, PlayStation's paying Epic.
Well, PlayStation's only paying Epic for the exclusive skins. They're not paying to not have crossplay.
I'm not
PlayStation-
saying crossplay, but locking the actual account with it.
I don't know if Epic's getting
'Cause I
paid
think-
for that,
I
or if
think-
that was just
Yeah,
in the
why-
terms that when they signed to have the game on their platform.
Could be. You never know. We don't know. We probably won't know until
We'll
a
never
couple
know.
years from now.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Once again,
We'll
thank
know
you,
a couple years
Nathaniel
from now.
Hicks, for that topic of the episode. Or, yeah, that's what we call it. Totes.
It's
been so long that we forgot.
Like a question mark at the end of it. Yeah, and so there you have it.
So this has been PS Best Friends episode 58. So we're temporarily putting game time on ice. We're trying to kind of think of a new way to do it, or
Yeah, I'm too good.
we're trying to decide the
Can't
future
use-
of game time. So for right now, it's going on ice. You might see it back soon, but just so you know, we didn't forget about it. We're intentionally kind of trying to think of a new kind of thing to do. So, but yeah, if you have
If
any
you have fun,
questions,
if you have fun
10
gaming related conversational games, I guess, let us know. Submit those ideas.
yeah, and you can submit those at psbestfriendspod@gmail.com if you want to email us, or you can hit us up on Twitter at psbfpodcast. You can also find us on Patreon, like Jeff said, at patreon.com/psbestfriends. If you back us for $2 or more, you do get a shout out on the show. We would greatly appreciate that. So, Jeff, you want to give this week's shout outs?
Thank you forever and always, once again, to Jake Malore, Nathaniel Hicks, and Jack Terzi. You guys are awesome.
Also, please don't forget to subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts if you don't mind, specifically iTunes, but if you use some other form of podcast app, we would appreciate a review there as well. That 5-star rating is actually really important for us. It gets us noticed a lot more, and because we're a small-time podcast. We kind of get buried by the big guns, so even one 5-star review is going to help us a lot. And it's going to ask you to write a review. You don't have to worry about that if you don't want to. Just let us know what your favorite PlayStation game is, and we'll talk about it on the show. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube. You just go to youtube.com, search in the search bar, PS Best Friends. We are 18 subscribers away from being able to get a custom URL, so if you wouldn't mind just giving us a quick subscribe there.
1,000 now?
No, it's 100 for a custom URL. It's 1,000 to get monetized, I think.
Right.
We'll never make money on
man.
YouTube, but we would like to have a custom URL so it's easier for the listeners to get there. Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me in my house. My address is... I don't know. People can find me at PlayStation Network, Dark Angel 1010, or in Twitter at Angel Alvarez 10.
And Jeff?
You can find me on PSN, Brawl96, and on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Mr. Brawl96. And also remember, we had kind of a influx of listeners during E3, but they kind of dropped since then. So remember, share the podcast. That'll be of great help.
Tell all your friends, whether they play games or not. You can also catch me on PSN, Steam, and Xbox Live, the only X188. You can also catch me playing Hearthstone on Battle.net, the only X188. Hashtag 1470. You can also find me on Twitter at Anthony Palm. Like I said earlier, talking a lot about the World Cup. Shit's getting crazy, so talking about that a lot.
And final shouts out to our own co-host Anthony Palm's birthday this past weekend. A happy birthday, Anthony.
Thank you. It's a wild week. Yeah, it was a lot of good, a lot of bad. Well, we won't get into it. If we did cocktail hour, which we apparently forgot about, maybe I'll talk about it there.
Almost got away with it.
Yeah, the cocktail hour is the other thing that we're putting on hold indefinitely, just to figure out the best way to go about it, similar to game time. So stick around for more news on that. But as of right now, you will always get your main PS Best Friends episodes every Tuesday, like episode 58 that you just listened to. We'll catch you all next week.
I'd be surprised if they're still listening.
Peace.